Oh, they did it. They did the actual old school Monster Hunter Village formula. Monster Hunter Village themes are so back. I was so wrong about Monster Hunter Village themes. Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games, and finally the day has come when we have access to a village theme from Monster Hunter Wilds, and this is Kunafa Village theme. I have seen live streams of Monster Hunter Wilds during the beta, right? But I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard this one. I don't think any of the streams I watched had people going into this village. I don't know. Maybe I'll recognize it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. What is this? I was about to say something interesting, then they start clapping. I've never heard this. Now I'm 100% sure. I've never heard this. Bro, this sounds so tribal, right? Sounds so primal. This... Oh man, I'm so happy about this. This has such a classic Monster Hunter feel to it. And these ethnic kind of folkish instruments, we've heard them in many parts of the beta, right? Oh, amazing. This fiddle, right? Remember, in the Raid Dow video, this little fiddle thing sounds like a violin, but also kind of sounds a little bit more rough and primitive than a violin. That's the case for a lot of these instruments. It's hard to tell what instruments these are, because, for example, the string instrument here sounds a little bit like a guitar, but also it sounds kind of rougher, more primitive than a guitar. It kind of sounds a little bit Middle Eastern. I wonder if it could be an oud. Do you know what an oud is? It's like, it's written O-U-D. It's like a precursor, it's a Middle Eastern precursor to what we know today as the guitar, acoustic guitar. It could be that or something in between, right? Something between the modern guitar and the oud, like some sort of lute, because it definitely sounds rougher. And we've heard these instruments on the Raid Dow fight, remember? Man, and the claps. I'm so happy about this, man. Remember, I made a video where I was concerned that this kind of stuff would not come back. This has such a Monster Hunter 4 feel to it. It reminds me of a little bit, especially the stringed instruments, the guitar-like sound. Listen to this. Reminds me of a little bit of Dundorma. Listen to this. Check this out, listen. Remember, I also said in a previous Monster Hunter Wilds video that this is the composer for Monster Hunter 4. And I was already feeling some references, some mannerisms from Monster Hunter 4 in this. Let me show you a song from Monster Hunter 4. Check this out. This is the theme for the village of Dundorma from Monster Hunter 4. Do you remember this? And I'm not saying, of course, there's any reference at all. I'm just reminded of this. The choice of instruments, the vibe, the composer is the same. I'm so glad they didn't give up on the sort of old school village theme aesthetic. Right? The guitar-like instruments. And this is a triple beat meter. It sounds very festive. This sounds like a party. It sounds like they're partying here in this village. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What is this horn? Can you hear this horn instrument on the background of the claps? There's the claps going on, right? These dudes are partying, and there's a... This almost sounds to me like a shofar. Do you know what a shofar is? Shofar is literally, like, I know when we say horns, we are often referring to instruments like brass instruments that are not actual horns. They're made of like metal, but a shofar is an actual real ass horn. It's a Jewish instrument, if I remember correctly. Giovanni, show them what a shofar looks like. You know what I remembered? In this village, from what I've seen in like the trailers and even I think on the Capcom website, isn't there like a horned monster, like a horned animal that is really a big deal in this village? It's everywhere in this village. I feel like they're making a reference here to this animal, and I bet in the in-game world, the in-game dude that is playing this horn is playing the horn of one of those creatures. Bro, this is... I'm looking out... Man, there's so much to talk about with this. This is really cool. First of all, I'm trying to look out for a little mannerism, a little Monster Hunter Village themed mannerism that they tend to do in a lot of villages, but they did it a lot in Monster Hunter 4, which again, this is the same composer from Monster Hunter 4. So I'll tell you, like the little Monster Hunter Village formula. They start with this happy chord. So, right, it's happy, the village feels cozy and comfortable. And then they go to this happy chord, which is a surprising happy chord. This happy chord was not supposed to be here. This was supposed to be another chord entirely. So they're going out of their way to change the key of the song and including like wrong chords, so to speak, to make the song happier. That's the Monster Hunter Village theme formula. They do this in Moga Village, remember. They do this in Valhalla, they do this in a lot of the other villages from Monster Hunter 4. I'm looking out for that here, and I feel like they're almost doing it. Very cool, look at this. So cool. So they're almost doing it. The only difference, remember, the Monster Hunter formula has happy chord and unexpected happy chord. Here they are replacing the first happy chord with a sad chord. So it's a sad chord. So it's not as cozy, not as happy and light-hearted as old school Monster Hunter Village themes, but it's still almost the same kind of formula. This could be, I don't know, the Windward Plains seems like there's more of an emphasis on the threat of, you know, the storm. Maybe that's why they didn't want the song to be as lighthearted, or this could be just a design choice, you know. Ever since Monster Hunter World, they haven't allowed themselves to be as cartoony and lighthearted as old school Monster Hunter was. So maybe this is just a little adjustment to make this more in line with, you know, modern AAA music. They don't want to be like so cartoony. But also, man, there's so much to talk about. Listen to this melody. Again. Oh, here they changed it. But They keep repeating this. They keep repeating this. And I feel like I recognize this from Ray Dow. Remember in the Ray Dow video, I told you that there were moments of intensity and alternating moments of peace. And in some of the moments of peace, they had like the folk instruments, like the flute and the fiddle doing some things. I feel like I recognize this melody from there. Hold up. Okay, listen to this. Right, the fiddle. This is Ray Dow's theme. Again. Here we go again. This is the same tonal patterns, the same tonal structure as the melody from Kunafa Village we just heard. They just modified it a little bit to sound more ominous and more tense. This is the Ray Dow version. The Kunafa Village version is like this. Man, that's so cool. So cool, man. Oh! They did it! They did the actual old school Monster Hunter Village formula. They did it. Man, they were teasing us. They finally did it. Check this out. Happy chord. That's the happy chord from Monster Hunter Villages of old. Man, Monster Hunter Villages are back. Monster Hunter Village themes are so back. I was so wrong about Monster Hunter Village themes. This sounds so good. I feel like I'm talking too much in this video. I'm too excited. Let's listen. Amazing. And you, aside from the, you know, the stringed instruments, the claps, the flute, you can also hear some chromatic percussion. Can you hear it? Do 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 do. Can you hear it? There's like a, I don't know if it's like a metal percussion or a wooden percussion that does this. This is another, I feel like another trademark of Monster Hunter Villages. They like to use a lot of these wooden kind of metal percussions that give the sound a very tribal, primitive feel. And man, Monster Hunter Village music is so good at this, at blending all these cultures, all these cultural references together and creating a new culture, a new sound. Like, this is not recognizable immediately as like straight up Middle Eastern music. It's not. It's just a mishmash of a bunch of things that creates a new fantasy culture. That's one of the trademarks of Monster Hunter Village music. I have another video just like this one on the Ray Dow theme, and both themes seem to be connected. The Kunafa Village theme references Ray Dow, and Ray Dow references Kunafa Village theme. So check this out, and remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.